Hello everyone. Despite everything, it's still Webweaver here, and welcome to the first episode of World of Horror for the year 2021. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty crazy. Like, maybe it's just the bitter, chilling cold that I walked outside with a t-shirt on and basically got frostbitten, but it feels, it feels exciting. We've got a new year on us, or upon us, I should say, and it's kind of crazy, man. It feels like nothing has changed, but simultaneously, you can feel that there's, like, change. It's weird to explain, but we're just gonna play Kyrie. We're gonna do World of Horror, a fresh start, a new beginning, and we're just gonna go with, let's see what we got here. We'll go with ath-yolazsth. We'll do a mage run. We'll do Mage Kyrie. Now, you see, it wouldn't be a Webweaver video if we didn't have a signature moment of the typical sleep deprivation. I haven't slept yet. It's about 6 in the morning, and I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But I don't have anywhere to be tomorrow. I don't got anything to do tomorrow besides record more World of Horror. And let's see, we got Takahashi, Strength check, Charisma check, Dexterity check, and Second Mystery. So Dexterity and Charisma. Well, Dexterity will be easy. Charisma might be a little bit awkward. Strength might also be a little bit awkward as well. But hopefully we can get, like, Far Out Fable of a Fear Festival or something like that. That would be pretty cool. We're just going to cast this immediately. I'm not worried about 5% Doom for +1 damage. I mean, that's a Kyoko right there. No item, so I think we'll just get the EXP immediately. It's been about a week since not since I've played World of Horror, but, I mean, I've booted it up. I've played it a little bit. Haven't done a run in about a week, though. I've been playing a lot of, I got back into Final Fantasy XIV. Been crawling back into that slowly. I'm in a jacket mood. I'm in a jacket mood right now. So we'll go with WZ86. And I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I've been logging on to that, crawling my way back in. I also started playing Phantasy Star Online 2 at a friend's request, and my childhood was basically Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 for the GameCube, not the Dreamcast. I unfortunately never got in on that train. So this is interesting. We'll go get the money, and then we'll do Bulletin first, I think. But playing Phantasy Star Online 2 for the first time has been an absolute, like, crazy thing. Because I basically grew up on the first, well, not the first game, but, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. I basically grew up on that. And so, finally playing the sequel, like 14 years later, that's pretty crazy, man. It really is. It's weird that cast can use magic now, but, I'm a cast force, so that's pretty cool. But, I've also been playing... Oh, we need to, what am I doing? We need to go to the tree and get something. Paranoia kinda sucks, especially because we no longer... Or, well, not no longer, but we're not getting Fear Festival, so that's slightly worse. So I think Compass is very important here. I have gotten a lot of notifications on my phone, and so I think that, let's check those out really quick, because I haven't responded to any of the comments on the New Year's episode yet. I did a little bit of a different, ending for that. I did a little, it's my character, Panette, hanging out in Gridania, as I give, like, my first attempt at a wholesome New Year's message. And that video got a lot of notifications, which, when you haven't read them, is kind of scary. Like, more notifications than I normally get. So we're going to be reading them live together. Videos taken seconds before disaster, by the way. Let's enter, get the katana, and just win the game, please. Oh. We can massively cut down our doom. We could try to get money, EXP. Let's get rid of our doom here. That's relatively fine. So let's see. We've got a... Oh no. New Vegas was done by Obsidian though, which is why it's actually good. Oh my. He doesn't miss. He does not. He just had to... Chris woke up today on New Year's Eve and was like, it's time to commit violence against Bethesda Game Studios. But let's see. Not gonna lie, you're the only dude I have ever seen who had to Google Yeezys to know what they look like, or had to look up where Fallout 4 takes place, but I still like ya. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, Yeezys are so weird, dude. They're like balloon shoes. They're like the kind of thing that you'd wear indoors. Like, they're the kind of thing that you would wear indoors when you're kind of like, your leg or your foot is hurt and you can't really put, like, full weight on it, but you have, like, this sort of, like, bubble balloon on your feet to kind of help you walk around a little bit. That's what they look like to me. They look absolutely ridiculous, but I suppose that, like, they look like indoor shoes to me. And here's the thing, I am not a fashion critic. I am not, like, a person who's like, oh, you know, that doesn't look good, you can't wear it. I have, like, some of the worst clothing choices in the history of humanity, because all of it's hand-me-downs, right? Like, it's... I have... The amount of times I've actually bought... we didn't have money in the first place, so who cares? The amount of times I've actually bought clothes has been, like... Probably, honestly, a handful of times. Like, really. Pretty much all my life, I've been taking hand-me-down clothes from friends and also relatives. Like, I have so many pieces of clothing, and almost none of them fit me, but that's fine. And, well, actually, that's not true. When I was a kid, none of them fit me. Now that I'm an adult, most of them do fit me now, although some of them are, like, large shirts, and so they kind of hang around, but that's fine. I don't particularly mind too much. And hey, they're clothes, right? They're pretty fine. Can I get a katana, please? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 2 out of 6. Rolled a 2. For some reason, our 7 perception didn't count, so it's like, who cares? But, let's get back to reading comments while, we bash a lumpy officer, a beast enemy, apparently. We will, and by bash, I mean folded steel. We are more dangerous without it than with it, but I am happy to have it with us on this adventure. Particularly speaking. We could just send him here, like, honestly. Like, you want to just do an 80-80? That's fine by me. Okay, so we missed, but, you know, we missed, but that's fine. That's fine for now. Let's see. There is a comment about the meta of curses. I agree. There should be some way to get at least... Do we actually... Is this the first time in history where we want to take the steak is to die for? Long pig steak, get hunger. That makes our challenge a little bit harder. I think we'll take the wine. It's terrific. The wine is just too good in most scenarios. We could just drink it now, honestly. Get a free bottle, and then that gives us stamina when we take a bath. Assuming that we don't get contaminated glistening water, then we will get up to 7... Actually, we'll get up to 8. which is pretty cool. We'll get up to 8 stamina. And we also just got +3 reason, so that's cool too. The wine bottle is so strong because it gives you an empty bottle, which on Harbinger of Doom, that is probably worth it. Like, even if you're on low stamina like we are, I mean, we're in a unique situation where we never have to worry about combat again. But I think it's still a fair assessment, is that getting an empty bottle for free and +3 reason is, like, seriously, +3 reason and +3 reason and an empty bottle is so good for free. Roads Closed is slightly frightening. Second Sight is probably what we want to take. We don't need art knowledge, we don't need folklore studies, so probably just this, right? And then hopefully we can get charisma and quick thinking, or leadership and dexterity again. We do... Strength is going to be very awkward until we cure Frostbite. However, with Katana, it should be adequate enough. It should be fine. Why is somebody posting in 6... Oh, come on, man. You should be in bed by now. My friend is sending me messages at 6 in the morning. What on earth? I mean, personally, the reason why I'm up is I can't sleep. Actually, we're at 9. Just kidding. Haha. You know, it's just like... Maybe it is just the bitter cold when I stepped outside, but it's like, I'm energized. 2021 will probably beat that energy out of me, drain it like a freaking leech, but now that I've kind of got this burst of energy, I'm gonna hold on to it. And, you know, like I said, I don't have anywhere to be tomorrow. Technically, you know, it's a holiday for where I work at, so... You know, I'm just gonna sleep in late and then probably record more World of Horror when I wake up. Maybe some variety as well, but I'm gonna go back to doing the 7-episode backlog. Well, technically 8-episode, because I need to cover for Friday as well. Because if I don't, we get into these situations where we're playing a video game at 6 in the morning. But, I mean, that's kind of a trademark at this point, right? There's no Kana, so we'll just do Coma. Although I do feel like I can't appropriately react to some of these comments, because I am kind of, like, dying. So I might say, like, not anything weird, but, like, I might not react as appropriately as possible. Free spell, the Witness Curse, is garbage, but we'll hold on to it. We can get rid of Ancestral Strength, which was pointless because we were at max reason. But I did want to say, a couple of people wished me Happy New Year's, and I just wanted to say Happy New Year's as well. I hope you're all having a wonderful January 1st. Let's get the hell out of here. I absolutely do not want to get murdered by Toilet Ghost. If you did not watch to the end of yesterday's video, that's perfectly fine because it was 55 minutes long. And that's a pretty big time commitment. But can we do 80, or we can do 90, 80? That should be fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just miss, like, the first every katana attack in the game. But one of the things that we did talk about on the last episode was that I am in the process. Does this hurt you? Consulting the ghosts, does this hurt you? It does. It gives you -2 stamina. That's rough, actually. The EXP is probably worth it, though. And we're gonna take reason damage from the boss. I'm gonna actually take Peace of Mind, because we would be at 33% chance right now if it wasn't for earlier. And we've completely... Well, we haven't recovered completely, but we got the katana, so we don't have to worry as much. One off, huh? So, this... I mean, come on, man. We're gonna miss a 92% chance, you're gonna tell me? Yeah, exactly. But one of the things that we did discuss is I am working on, one, I'm joining the Cool Kids Club, and I'm going to be creating my own Discord server at some point. Mostly just looking for a name right now because I'm terrible at naming things. And also just kind of setting up the different channels and stuff. And we're also going to be starting in, hopefully, like, it really just depends, sort of like the just general climate of what's happening. Because I need to be able to, I mean, there's a lot of factors involved. Computer parts, which I've talked to death about that. I don't want to go over it again. Stores closed, stores closed. Roads closed, and stores closed. That's kind of rough. But, you get it, because it's a dog. I'll see myself out. And by that, I mean I'll be here all year, folks. Definitely want to take quick thinking. And then this is the point where you take +1 points of charisma. I am kind of scared of our stats being bad, but, you know. It's not that bad. Like, we'll be fine. Like, we're doing all right. But yeah, the live streaming is a I don't want to say faceted, even though that's probably the right word. You got real 6 a.m. brain right now that you're kind of like, you're kind of second guessing everything as it leaves your mouth. But I think the, household hell, arms, so you got a guaranteed boss. We have a Thutu, oh, we have a Thutu flame, let's go, dude. We don't even have to discard the items. We probably should for the bonus EXP. But we can just, yeah, we can just burn him with a Thutu flame. We can probably get some EXP from that as well. What do we discard? Probably not the Dust of Seeing. The shovel, you know, maybe we do discard the Dust of Seeing. I'm not entirely convinced that we need it right now. We've got the katana. The centipede will do last. He's not going to be that hard. Well, this just completely shows me exactly what I need to discard. We've got Stockchan coming in clutch. If she wanted to take a toll there and just hit me once, that would have been fine as well. But we'll discard the branch, and we'll discard the shovel, because I think those things are going to be less useful in the long run. But the live streaming, yeah, it has a lot of different variables. Especially having to keep a schedule, because that's the most important thing about a live stream, is actually keeping a schedule. So that, like, you know, on, just as an example, I'm just, like, pulling this out of my rear end, this is not a plan at all. But say, like, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. CST, right? More realistically, it would probably be... Actually, it might even be on, like, a Tuesday or a Wednesday, because Thursday is my best day. Thursday and Friday are my best days. Friday is reserved for ye olde backlog recording. And Thursday is the day that we stream with Joey over on twitch.tv, Joey Hazard. I usually will leave a comment, or I don't really have... I don't really utilize Twitter probably as much as I should. Definitely focus on them, do the perception check. I feel like that, yeah, it might honestly be a Wednesday or a Tuesday. It might even be a Monday, you know? Oh my god, we would have been able to discard everything for free here. We could have kept the shovel. Unfortunate, but ultimately fine. Just more stuff to throw, I guess. We'll be here for a hot minute. So I honestly have no idea when. Oops. I honestly have no idea when I would stream. But that's just an example, right? Like, the most important thing about streaming is it doesn't matter how often you do it. It is the schedule. It is giving people something that they can expect to watch. It's a similar principle with YouTube, but that is the... If any of you watching are content creators in the making and or... I was going to say persistent, but that's completely the wrong word, so you'll have to excuse me. If any of you are content creators in the making, aspiring, that's the ticket. That's the word right there. If any of you are aspiring content creators, the most important thing that I can tell you to do is get on a schedule and meet that schedule. That is, and I want to make it clear, I'm not torturing myself at 6 a.m. playing a video game because I'm trying to meet a schedule. I'm doing it because I literally could not fall asleep if I wanted to. I've got a lot of energy in me, and that could be because of the fizzy apple cider, but we're gonna just pretend that it's probably not. And, you know, so I'm just kind of like decompressing before I go to bed, and also, it is important for me to get the video out, but I'm not doing anything that... Like, if I wasn't recording this video, you know what I would be doing? I would be playing, like, Final Fantasy XIV or something, you know, I would not be sleeping right now. So, no guilt here. You do not have to feel bad about consuming this video entertainment product, but if you are a aspiring content creator, whether it's a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber, I would highly recommend that you get on a schedule that allows you, a schedule that you can follow consistently, because it's not necessarily about, like, here's the thing, there is so much content being created constantly at all times, and here we're gonna kill him with the Thutu Flame. We've only done this once actually, and it was by complete accident. But, this is pretty cool, actually. We just yeet him with this, and he's dead. Does that only work if you have the torch in your inventory? Uh-oh. Because the last time we did that, that instantly killed him. Kind of awkward, not going to lie. Can we just get him down to 15, and then just do that? Thanks. I mean, that was still completely worth it. The 20 EX, we're gonna get 15... This is basically like having deduction. We're gonna get 65 EXP for that, which is just beautiful. Chef's kiss. Because it's 30 from completing the mystery, 15 from doing the side quest, and then... Wait, am I an idiot? Yeah, that's 45, and then plus 20, that's 65. Yeah, so I am not a fool. I mean, I'm close, but I'm not a fool. Well, actually, I am a fool, but, you know... I at least know what I'm talking about when it comes to this game. I hope to God, after 160 hours. Oh crap, I didn't grab the empty bottle. Oh my God. We'll go ahead and yeet this. Can your nostrils get haunted? The answer is yes. And we'll just carry around. I think having four broken bottles is better than having 3 broken bottles and a dust of seeing. Or 2 broken bottles, a bottle, and then a dust of seeing. But yeah, it's all about the schedule. I want to go. I want to finish the story because that's very important. It is almost exclusively about giving people a schedule and being consistent with it, because there is more content than any group of people could watch being uploaded every minute on this on this hell site. Oh man. So basically, the only way you're ever gonna stick out is if somebody has the ability. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do the side quest, but we're not gonna summon Oteru, and we're not gonna get a flashlight or anything like that. But the only way that you will ever get anywhere is if you have So there's actually a few ways. I shouldn't say it in the way that I did because that's rude. But here's the thing. You are most likely not going to get noticed, if that makes sense. The odds are endlessly stacked against you. It is a lottery, and you are pulling the lever every time you make a video, I suppose. And sometimes you might get lucky, you might get hundreds of thousands of views, and you might now have a career. That happens to a lot of people. Well, it doesn't happen to a lot of people, but when it happens, you know about it, because then suddenly there's a new YouTube gamer with 10 million subscribers in your trending tab and in your home feed. And I want to make it clear, that's not a bad thing. I'm happy for anybody who does it and they make it. That's fantastic. But if you want to maximize your chance, well, here's the thing. You can't ever predict like that explosion that like kicks you into the high gear. You can never predict that, and that probably won't happen because there's just I think last time I checked, it's 500 hours of content is being uploaded to YouTube every minute. And so if you look at it that way, and I don't mean to be like, oh, I believe it's called doomer and gloom. Is there a... I don't want to say gloomer, because that could be like something that's very weird and strange, so I apologize, but, you know, doom and gloom. You can make it out there. It's just that it's, one, a grind, and two, it is consistency, right? Because if you can give people something to... Oh, hell no, we're getting the heck out of here. If you can give... Well, actually, hold on. You just want to throw a bunch of stuff at her? Let's find out. Well, let's see what we can do here. Can we do it? Oh my god, we made it. Let's go, boys. You can definitely make it, and you can definitely make a career out of it. It's just that... And hilariously enough, the person doing this as a hobby has gotten success with it. At least, I would say a moderate amount of success. I don't think that people underestimate the ability... Well, not the ability. It's not an ability. But people underestimate the magnitude, I guess you could say. The magnitude of having 100 people watch you do something every day. That is, like, it really is absurd. Like, a lot of people are chasing, like, those big numbers, and that's not something that I'll ever want to chase. Like, if I do something clickbaity, if I do, like, a clickbait thing, it'll be because I wanted to do it, right? Like, not for any sort of, like, personal gain reason, but because when I commissioned the Noida thumbnail, the artist said, hey, do you want a spicy, saucy thumbnail? A spicy, saucy clickbait thumbnail, or do you want a normal one? And I was like, what's a spicy, saucy thumbnail? And then he sent me a picture of one of his art pieces that he did that I really liked. And so I'm like, yes, I want super saucy, spicy. You know? If I do something like that, it's because I want it, and not because I'm looking for, like... I'm not because I'm, like, relentlessly hunting down views here. We're gonna level up... We're actually... Here's the thing. I'm gonna actually start leveling strength. That might seem crazy. We're at 5 right now. I gotta put 2 points in there, and then we get to... Oh, wait, no, I gotta put 3 points in there. That's right. We can do that, actually, though. That actually shouldn't be very hard. You know, it's like, I am doing this as a hobby because it is something that when I was younger, it was something that I very much enjoyed, right? Like, when I was a kid, YouTube was this brand new thing, and you got to see all this crazy stuff, man. Oh, I'm getting so nostalgic thinking about it. It's like, oh man, remember when... Can you remember Are you old enough to remember a time when first of all, we had star ratings, reply videos. Those were great, where somebody could put their video above the comment section, but below your video, and so when people scrolled down to go to the comments, they could see, like, the reply guys and the reply girls. Oh my god. Like, nowadays, like, a reply guy is some weirdo in somebody's DMs, but back in my day, a reply guy or a reply girl was somebody who made, like, a video and put it under your video, and then it would, like, I don't remember if it played next, but they were everywhere, man. Like, you would watch, oh man. These are some, like, I'm invoking eldritch power here. That's what it feels like, but you would watch, like, let's get the empty bottle this time. Let's not make that same mistake. Actual world of inventory management, hello? But, man, like, you would watch the ath-yolazsth, and you would scroll down, and there would be, like 3 or 4 videos of, like, we called them reply girls, where they were, like, in hindsight, it wasn't that bad. Like, it was annoying to, like, young me. But in hindsight, it wasn't that bad. It was just, like, a group of girls, they would, like, record themselves talking about the video, or sometimes talking about unrelated things, but they would just make it a video reply. And that's why they got rid of the feature, is because they would record their video that was completely unrelated and had nothing to do with it, and then they would put it as a reply. And so their video would show up for everybody. And so it was a very abusable feature, but I mean, you know, it was the early days back then. We didn't really know that people would abuse it. And so, you know, it got turned off for obvious reasons, but it was very, like, harmless. You know, if you don't remember that time, whether it's because you're a bit younger or because you just didn't use YouTube back then, it would kind of be like, how would I describe it? Like, you know that new Minecraft group that's kind of come out of nowhere? My friend is really into those manhunt videos, where it's like 1 guy versus 3, and they're all like speedrunners and stuff. Like that group of guys. Like, imagine Dream, right? He's going through a scandal right now. I've heard a little bit about it. One of my friends shouted, "Dream, no!" in our Discord call. And I didn't really understand what he meant. It's like a speedrunning thing. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like, imagine that guy makes a video, right? And, oh my god, okay. Goodbye, Miku. We hardly knew ye. Imagine, like, that guy makes a video, and then there would be, like, a group of, like, kids or preteens or whatever, and they would record a video of themselves talking about the run, or like the manhunt, like, versus thing, and then that video of just, like, this very, like, unprofessional, like, just, like, camcorder, kind of bad audio quality, like, 240p video. Well, I guess it would be higher quality now because it's the future, but, you know, back in the day it was like 240, 480, that sort of thing, and then, like, it was just one camcorder being shared by, like, multiple people, and it would just be like this group of kids who would basically just, like, talk about the run, like the manhunt episode. That's basically what it was. Of course, you know, it's easily abusable, and it got taken down for a very important reason, but so we're gonna brace here, I think, and then, we unfortunately didn't restock on items, so this is kind of awkward, actually, because I would like to be able to... Why is our Doom so bad? I just realized Doom is kind of scary right now. We're gonna throw the Kurakosa mask, I guess. Because we need to kind of get him into... So brace for impact. We really don't want to miss this kick. Like, we really, really do not want to... Oh, no. Well, goodbye, Compass. Hardly knew ye. Probably should have just thrown the Compass from the beginning, honestly. It's not worth getting... We technically didn't get injured, but, you know. So give me the torch. Give me the... Do we even need... Well, we don't need the prescription, so we'll take the Dust of Seeing anyways. Just because we literally don't have anything better. Go to the monument, actually. I'm a little bit scared here. I didn't realize... Why is our Doom so bad? We're not branded, are we? Frostbite, Paranoia... I know road's closed, but we shouldn't be... Arcane Storm? Is that it? Does that scale... What? Oh my. Good thing we don't have a knowledge check, because that would be pretty bad. Do we care about strength at this point? I don't think we do. We're not gonna level up another time, because we're not doing the side quest, and... But do we care about Frostbite? Do we care about Frostbite? I honestly don't think we do. Like, I think we can play around it. It depends on how bad the enemy is. We're gonna need to throw pretty much everything at him. But, that's kind of weird. Second Mystery, we'll be able to just go by our reasoning with that one. I don't want to get injured here, but I also don't want to take Jar of Blood. So sell something? That sounds about right. What do you want to sell? Probably the... no, I don't know. Let's just... We'll play fast and loose with it, I think. Well, there we go. We'll take, yeah, we're good. I think we're gonna be fine. I would really like to calm her down. Oh, we have 8 charisma. Let's do it. Let's go, boys. That's, great stats, great health stats. So, can we miss? Yes, we can. So good thing we took the Dust of Seeing, because we can no longer miss. So we can do a total of 20 damage a turn. He's doing... I mean, we'll just throw these. We don't really care about... I mean, do we care about Takahashi? He's dead in 2 turns, so do we even throw this? I think we keep it, probably, right? And then brace for impact, and then kick him once? I mean, we don't want to miss it, but we can level up in an emergency if we have to. So we'll go down to 3. That's fine, because we'll be able to heal up rather easily. We are going to take -3 from the lighthouse. Ooh. It should be fine. We have a level up that we can use. We can just do that. It doesn't really matter either way, but... He's dead. I don't know how you swing a katana in a vent. Lunch Lady Doris must have greased that katana up real good. Because I do not know how you don't just hear like a Dark Souls like clang every freaking weapon attack, man. I wonder if that's something... Oh, so we're not gonna heal in the bathtub, but thankfully we have a level up in our back pocket, so it's not gonna be that bad. Probably just take... It doesn't really matter, honestly. It doesn't have an effect. So we're making the charisma check. Yeah, this is fine. We'll have to double check that the... I'm sorry if I didn't read your comment, by the way. I realized, like, halfway through reading them that unless it's a joke comment that I can just, like, make a joke about, you know, if it's actually, like, a wholesome comment, I'm not really there enough to be able to respond to it appropriately. So, you know, I'm gonna give you the loved comment and then probably respond when I wake up in the morning. But anyways, so we've got the strength check, which we're obviously going to fail. We have the charisma check, which will pass, and then the second lighthouse thing. Okay, I think we're gonna be fine. We don't have the knowledge check. We can just send it immediately. We can kind of use deductive reasoning. It was coma, by the way. I just remembered it now. Because we usually do coma first, but, you know, doesn't really matter. Please do 2 damage, empty bottle. Thank you! He's dead. He didn't even get a turn. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says. But, unfortunately for him, the changes had rules. That doesn't really make sense, but it kind of makes sense for somebody who is at like 6 in the morning brain right now. But thank you so much for stopping by on our first video of the New Year's. It really means a lot, and it was an easy dub. Get a little folklore studies, get a little knowledge up in here. Just to completely BM the drain damage. I don't know. I suppose, now that I think about it, the Christmas update, I really don't want to wait a year for the Christmas update. That's a horrible thing to say. I hope that, oh, by the way, somebody posted a comment, I did read it, about them being worried about Panstash. I would like to pour a little, I'd like to temper the fire, pour a little water on the expectations, I guess. Damper them? Does that make sense? Panstash has done this before. There have been, before the game had come out, there was a point in time, like when we were like a year out from the early access release, where we didn't hear anything for like 8 months. And then all of a sudden, it's like, hey, the game is coming out soon on early access. There was another point in more recent history. Was it Botany? I don't remember. I think it was Botany. There was like a 3-4 month period where we didn't hear anything from Panstash, and then the update just kind of dropped. And then since then, we've had pretty decent communication. But from what I am aware of, and I don't have any, like, back channel, I want to make that perfectly clear. I have absolutely no back channel. I am just a fan of this game who plays it. So I don't have any insider information or anything like that. I want to make that perfectly clear. However, from what I remember reading on the developer's Twitter account, they are renovating a home, and I believe they're doing it alone. If they are, I mean, like, that's a crazy, like, that's just the interpretation that I had. And so, home renovation is a very long, drawn-out, complicated process that can have a lot of immediate, like, twists and turns and things that need to be addressed, like, urgently. And so, obviously, like, real-life stuff like that is very, well, here's the thing. Developing a video game is real life, but if you have to, like, you know, if something comes up in your home renovation, that can be more urgent than putting an update on your video game. So I just want to kind of, like, temper expectations a little bit. Like, we've been through this before. I'm hoping that the update comes out soon, but this has happened, like, 3 times before. There was another point in time that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but off of the top of my head currently, there was there was like the 8 to 9 month period where we didn't hear anything about the game, and then there was like a 3-month period in between. It was like the summer update, right? It was like the summer modding update that, like, came out in fall. I don't quite remember. I could be talking out of my rear here. It's just like it's in the back of the head somewhere, and I'm trying to, like, fish it out of there, but you know. So there's probably nothing bad happening. It's just that when Panstash in the past, going on past events, when the developer has sort of gone dark, they're usually they're fine. You know, they're just busy with something in their real life. Which is, you know, that's completely understandable and completely acceptable. I am under no... I cannot complain, alright? Let me just do a little alt-tab here. I have played for 160 hours. I have gotten my money's worth, like, 20, 50 times over, alright? Like, I have gotten so... I have played game. I have spent more on games and played them for significantly less time and been content with my purchase. And so buying the game at like, how much is this game? Like, I actually haven't checked the price of World of Horror in a long time. It's like 15 bucks, right? Yeah, it's 15 bucks. Like, at $15, I cannot complain about 160 hours. Alright, so if the developer, like, obviously it's an early access game, and so people have the reasonable expectation that it gets finished and comes out of early access. I would completely agree with that, and I completely support that as a, well, not a line of thought, but as like an expectation as a consumer. That's completely reasonable, don't get me wrong. But something like, in my specific circumstance, I'll never, like, begrudge anybody for complaining about the lack of updates. But for my specific circumstance, like, yeah, I don't, like, I'm gonna keep playing this game no matter what, at least for this foreseeable future. So if we gotta wait, like, 3 months for the Christmas update, you know, it's fine. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. This has been the first episode of the new year. It's a new season, technically still winter, but thank you for stopping by. I will start interacting more regularly now that sort of the holiday break is over, because I've been kind of trying to decompress a little bit. Not decompress, that's the wrong word, I apologize for that. That was, I have been trying to disconnect. You know, I've been trying to just kind of like, what am I doing? Because I think that a very common side effect of 2020 was, what the hell am I actually doing with my life? And so, you know, I kind of, like, reoriented a little bit. It's like, you know, I want to, like, do a little bit more of this, do a little bit more of that, put a little more effort and focus into, like, some of these things, and it was a nice holiday break, I'll say it that much. Although the special food that I made sucked. It was mushy and tasteless. But, you know, that's just, like, you gotta cook food to get better at cooking food, I guess. So, I've extended this video for 7 minutes, unnecessarily. Thank you so much for watching. My name's been Webweaver. Stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror, or whatever you decide to watch next, because yes, we will be getting back to Noida, Outward, and Hades. I promise you this. So, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.